we're going to talk about rhythm. Rhythm is the pattern of notes and sounds or rests that happen on top of a steady beat. A lot of times when I ask students, what is the beat? They give me the definition of rhythm. So I want to make sure that we understand the difference. The beat is a steady pulse that happens throughout a song. Any song that you're listening to, when you're clapping along, you're usually clapping the steady pulse or the steady beat of the music. The rhythm is the pattern of all the different notes that happens on top of that beat. So I'm going to give you an example. I've got my metronome here to keep a steady beat for me. On top of that beat, I'm going to clap a rhythm. In elementary school, you may have learned your rhythms something like this. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Ti, 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 ta. In middle school, we're going to transition into counting with numbers. So for example, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So now let's talk about two of our most basic rhythms. This is a quarter note. It gets one beat of sound. This is a quarter rest. It gets one beat of silence. We're going to clap out 4 beats of quarter notes. That just goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The way I show rests and count rests is very much the same, but I'm not going to make any sound because a rest is a beat of silence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can mix these two rhythms up. You can see here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 beats, but depending upon the symbol that's on that beat, I'm going to do something different. For a note, I clap. For a rest, I don't make a sound. But notice I'm putting my hands out to the side because I'm going to use that motion to feel the beat. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try a little bit longer of a rhythm. There's a couple things that have been added here. You can see right here and right here, we have vertical lines along the staff. This vertical line is called a bar line. These double vertical lines are called a double bar line. This bar line divides our music up into 2 separate measures. You can see there's one measure here and a second measure right here. The double bar line signifies that we are done. That's the end of our song. So why bar lines? Well, bar lines are going to divide up your music into measures to make your music more manageable. As a teacher, I might say start in measure 10. You're going to go through your music and count through your separate groupings of notes, your measures, and find measure 10. It's an easy way for us to communicate about where we are in the music. And also, every time there's a bar line, we're going to start over with our counting of the beats. Remember we counted 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, now you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in this measure. I'm going to start over and count again starting with 1. So my beats always get counted per measure. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Let me show you how we're going to count that out, and then we'll practice counting and clapping together. So this is beat 1. This is beat 2. But anytime we have a rest, we're going to put that number or the count in parentheses as you're counting through that you're not actually going to clap there. There's 2, 3, 4. I see my bar line, so I'm going to start over again with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and remember a rest goes in parentheses. So now let's practice clapping this together. I'm going to turn on my steady beat using my metronome. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,